Hello, lovelies! If you are seeing this, you are catching the replay, so go ahead and drop a replay in the comments for me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you that are new to my world, my name is Sarah Jordan, and a couple of years ago, almost 3 now, I decided that I was going to work with pregnant women and help them prepare for postpartum. I've had 6 pregnancies. I only have 4 live babies. But in the first 4 pregnancies, 2 of them were live births and 2 of them were not, I had extreme postpartum depression and anxiety afterwards. And so a few years ago when I started my business, I thought that I was going to be helping pregnant women with their postpartum. And in the midst of marketing for this, I found myself in a lot of spaces with other entrepreneur women, and I would watch them be super excited about what they had to offer and not. Super excited about what they had to offer and not. And I was like, I know exactly what is going on here. And so I taught what I thought was going to be just a one-off cycle syncing course. Hello, Amy. In February of 2021. And it was amazing. It was fire. So many women in that program are still in my world today, still taking stuff with me, still learning and growing and developing from that point. And it's so freaking incredible. Like, it warms me so much. But I realized in teaching this program of like how to sync your business with your cycle inside of 90 minutes that I didn't stop talking for, so many women didn't know how their bodies worked. And so for the next 6 months, I broke it all down. I created this beautiful foundation for women of like, this is how your body works. These are the 4 phases of your cycle. These are the hormones that are moving in those 4 phases. This is what postpartum looks like inside of that 4-phase realm. This is what menopause looks like inside of that 4-phase package. This is what perimenopause and postmenopause and pregnant and breastfeeding looks like inside that 4-phase package. And so I first ran the program Food and Flow, I think it was in August of 2021. And I don't know, we had like 10 or 12 ladies in there, which was freaking awesome. And I taught them that there's different foods that support you in different phases of your cycle that actually nourish the hormones that are supposed to be moving in your body at each of those times. And so the way that I look at this is like, if you have a fountain, what spills out of this one feeds the next cup, and what spills out of this cup feeds the next cup, and what spills out of this cup feeds the base. So what you put into this cup is going to have a profound impact on this cup, and this cup, and the base. And so what you feed yourself in the follicular phase of your cycle impacts your ovulatory phase. How you care for yourself, how you nourish your body, how you move your body in your ovulatory phase impacts your luteal phase. And how you've done all 3 of them impacts your menstrual phase. How you care for yourself in your menstrual phase impacts the next phase, and the next phase, and the next phase. And so this is such a huge and integral part of my work, and honestly, my daily life. Like, my self-care is completely contained within the masculine structure of my cycle. Like, if I know the phase that I'm in my cycle, I'm doing things for that phase. You will not find me doing a workout that's not appropriate for the phase of my cycle that I'm in. You won't find me eating foods that are not appropriate all the time for the phase of the cycle that I'm in. Like, there's, circumstances that arise where you don't have a choice. But the more that I know, the better I'm able to love myself in such an incredible way. And so this is what we're really looking at inside of Food and Flow is how your body even works. Like, you're going to get a basic overview of the 4 phases, what hormones are moving when, why you feel certain ways when you do. That's going to be like the foundation welcoming piece of it. And then we're going to move into why, a carrot supports a specific phase in your cycle. Why it would be wise if you're going to, go out to order carrots if you're at this specific phase of your cycle, or if you're, staying in and you're cooking your own food, why it would be a wise decision to have carrots at this specific phase in your cycle. What meats, if you do eat meat, really support each phase of your cycle. You're going to get an entire food list that you can print out. I have women, this is so amazing. I just love this. I have one lady that was talking in my private group the other day, my free group the other day, that was in the original Food and Flow, and she has teenage daughters. And she's like, it is, that list has been on the inside cupboard in the kitchen ever since you taught it almost 2 years ago. And we, all three of us, check it on a regular basis. It's like, oh, I'm here. This would be an appropriate thing to support my body in this moment. Amy says she checks hers often. Oh, I'm here. This would be an amazing thing to support my body in this moment. So you will have that printable. Even more, we're going to look at metabolism, and we're going to look at, like, some people say they have a fast metabolism or they have a slow metabolism. I'm here to tell you that just like hot and cold, just like your thyroid, just like how your body digests well or doesn't digest well, it shifts throughout the 4 phases of your cycle. So when you understand that about your metabolism, you can work with it better so that you're not overworking it, making it work harder based on what you just put into your system. You can nourish it so that it can do the thing that it's made to do instead of having to override basically what you did. It's like eating nothing but sugar foods for weeks on end and expecting your body to just, transmute it and take care of it, transmute it and take care of it, transmute it and take care of it, but it's on such a deeper level. It's like, okay, if I understand that my metabolism is supposed to be doing this, this, and this here, I can better support that with the way that I nourish my system. We're going to look at, like, yes, we need supplements all the time. Yes, we need different vitamins all the time, but that also shifts throughout each phase of your cycle. And so there's vitamins that I take more of at different phases of my cycle because I know I'm supporting my metabolism better. I'm supporting my ability to digest and actually extract as much nutrition from my food as I possibly can. And that cup is pouring into the next one and pouring into the next one and pouring into the next one so that I can then enjoy and have a bleed with zero twinge, zero cramp, zero discomfort. Like, you're talking to the girl who would lay on the floor for 30 hours of her period in extreme pain to the point that she couldn't even get up. And I haven't had a single cramp since June of 2021. Not a twinge. This is a huge piece of that. Karen asks, do you think you can regulate a hypothyroid post-menopause with the Food and Flow cycle? Darling, it's going to help. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to fix everything for you, but it would absolutely help, for sure. And if you've got girls in the house, it would help with that too. Elaine, oh, can't wait for the list and so much more. Yes, girl. One of the questions that I had received earlier today was, how does it work with pregnancy? So pregnancy is just an expanded version of your 28-day cycle, which is really cool. And so you just get to learn about the 28-day cycle inside of Food and Flow, and then you get to expand it into that 12-month cycle that is pregnancy and postpartum. So what I suggest and recommend for you to nourish yourself with in the follicular phase of your cycle is going to translate to the first trimester. What you learn how to cook and what foods to nourish yourself with in the ovulatory phase of your cycle translates to your second trimester and so on. It's so amazing, and it just layers on top of itself and on top of itself. And in the same way that pregnancy is an expanded version of a 28-day cycle, our life is an expanded version of a 28-day cycle. So depending on where you're at age-wise in life, there's foods that are going to better support someone who is in menopause or perimenopause or postmenopause because they're maybe in the fall of their cycle of life. And so it's really incredible. We're going to look at, let's see if I'm remembering correctly. We're looking at different ways that you can really support yourself. Yes, post hysterectomy, so that hopefully you don't have to have like any kind of hormone replacement therapy, or maybe you can start to support yourself in a way that you can begin to see your body shift so that it doesn't need so much of it, and that it would include postmenopause as well. Ooh, Heather's here. I love this. Please ask any more questions that you have. It is coming in June. I'm very much a TBD kind of person. Let me just look here really quick. I work everything through my cycle. I'm looking at my calendar here. But it's probably, my guess is it will be that first full week of June is when we're going to kick things off. So the week of the 5th. Specifically what day the week of the 5th? I don't know. Currently it is $555. I did just drop the branding. So it's only going to be $555 through Sunday evening, and then it's going up to $777. While it's still May, you do have a 2-pay option. Currently, you can have a 2-pay of $333 for May and $333 for June. But once that goes up to that $777 paid in full price Sunday night, it would be Monday morning Eastern, 12 a.m. Monday Eastern. There you go. Then that 2-pay option would also go up. And then once it's June, there will not be a 2-pay option. It will just be a pay in full option. So keep that in mind. I am going to let you know that there's something super fun coming the last week of May. So it's like the last 2 days of May and then 2 days of June. So we're kind of splitting that a little bit. But it's a free masterclass. It's happening in my free group. I'm not telling you any more than that. Other than there's a huge announcement that is like so transformational to my brand. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it with you. And also, I get to wait. So please be there. We're going to be, slowly across the next week releasing further details about that masterclass. There will be a link to register for it so you don't miss anything. There will be, I created the trailer for it last night. It was something that was burning in my period portal that needed to happen. So that got created last night. So all kinds of amazing pieces coming to all of you. If you would like the link for Food and Flow, just go ahead and message me for the link. I would be so honored to get you the link. Somebody new, I woke up this morning and somebody new was in. So currently we are at 11 ladies that are inside of Food and Flow. And I'm so excited to have more and see who all is going to be in that space and be able to hold you in the sacredness of learning how to begin to have this like ultimate form of self-care be part of your daily practice. So message me if you have more questions. Go ahead and share this video if there's someone in your life that you're like, you know what, this really isn't for me, but I think so-and-so would really like it. By all means, go ahead and share this video with them. I would be so honored. So thank you, and I will see you soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.